Hi guys, this is Bhaskar. Today I'm going to show you some advanced scenarios in Informatica. Okay, first SCD. What do you mean by SCD? SCD is a slow changing dimensions. Dimensions that change over time are SCDs. There are three types of SCDs mainly: type 1, type 2, type 3. And apart from these three, they have 4, 5, 6 also. This is some hybrids versions. So let me start with the basic types: type 1, type 2, type 3. Type 1, using a static lookup transformation in Informatica, how you are going to achieve that. And one more thing, why do we use SCD type 1? Whenever we no need to store the historical information, then we go for SCD type 1. What is the advantages for the using this? The main it has maintenance is easy and less space used. Apart from this, the one disadvantage is that if you are going to load it into the data warehouse, usually data warehouse keeps the historical data, so this is not suitable using in data warehouse when we want to store the historical data. Okay. Okay. Before that, let me show you the table which I'm going to use. This is a city table which I'm going to use it in the demo. Okay, let me start with the designer. I've already imported the source and target. Okay, let me create a mapping for this. SCD1 demo. SCD1. Drag the city. Okay. Let us create a lookup transformation. Static lookup. I'm going to select from the target. Drag your ID. Add the lookup conditions. CID is equal to CID. Perfect. Okay. And let us create an expression transformation for this. Where is this expression transformation? Okay. Drag the all the here. Along with this. Okay. So apart from this, let me add one more few more columns, like saying that add one more column. Change row. Make it as integer. And instead of name one, keep it as lookup. And for pin code also similar way. Okay, in change row, go write in expressions to check whether it's uh, if is null. So what would be the null? If S key is null, then it's a new record as it one. Else if sorry if c dot name is not equal to c dot name lookup, or it is actually what I'm doing to check the condition here is, if the S key is there, if S key is not there, that is what, if S key is null, then the record would be inserting record, new record. If S key is not null, and if you want to update anything, like if there is any change between the C name and the existing name, comparing with the lookup change, if there's thing, then we need to so for the name as well as even for the address also we are checking that, or any of the fields, not only name, address, even the pin code. Then it will be 2, uh, else false 0. Just validate the expressions. Yeah, valid successfully. Okay, apply. Okay, so once this expression is created, let me create uh, filter transformation for this. We don't want every record to be here, so select the only those things which you required: ID as well as S key. Change rows. Okay, filter. After filter transformation, let me use router transformation to route it to different things. Okay, I need is ID. record. Change row. Group filter. Add two group filters. One is for insert, one is for update. In the insert, if changed row equal to 1, then it is true. Come on. It just change the record to 2. Okay, apply. Okay, so create update strategy transformation for this. Rename, insert, apply. Okay, for this what we need is we need CID, name, address, pin code, SKey. Since it's a new one, so SKey will not be null. So what you need to generate sequentially. Next value will be SKey. Okay, since it's a new one, let me create one more update strategy for the update. Okay, okay, let me have the properties as this is dd insert. These individual transformations I have explained everything detail in my blog, so you can go through them. Other videos, dd update, validate. Okay, click OK, apply. Okay, so now we have insert and load. We need to load into the target table t.city, t.city. This is for insert ports. Okay, similarly this is for update, same table we are just using. Okay, okay, save this, it's valid. Okay, let me arrange all in iconic. So this is what happened here. So from the source table, drag the from the source DB to the mapping designer, the source qualifier which is used to convert the data types to the informatical level. Lookup transformation, it just checks whether the ID is already present or not. If it is already present or not, if it's present, then it the I have pass the columns both from the source qualifier and the lookup transformations. I have written expressions whether it's a changed row or a new row based on these lookups, and I've filtered the rows which we required here instead of all the records. So in the rotor transformation, I have given the conditions saying that for insert group and update group, what are the insert group for the insert group? If it isn't insert group doesn't have a sequence generated key initially, so I have inserted here. Now for update, it's already there. They just wanted to update the records which is already present there into the target table. Okay, let me create a workflow for this. SAD1, this is a workflow name. Next, finish it. Okay, go to the workflow and refresh or something. This okay, I think this is not refreshed. Okay, let me close this and just again open the workflow so that this workflow would have been updated there. workflow. Okay, you can see here workflow SCD type 1. Okay, let me close this existing one and drag and drop this. Okay, you got it here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open the mapping tabs and change the connections to the respective one. This would be source DB. Similarly for the target. And moreover, most of the times if you use lookup transform, you forget to give the proper target connections from source or target, so be careful with this. And other transformations, everything will be as it is. Okay, apply. And moreover, once I forgot to say, if you are using update strategy transform, be careful with the target source rows as options. So keep it as data driven, because if you change to other than data driven, the properties which we have set in the designer phase for this update strategy transformations will be ignored. So be careful. That's why we should keep it as data driven. Okay, save this and run this workflow. Go and check it in the workflow monitor. Get the run properties. So it has succeeded but failed with an error saying that execution failed. Okay, let me check with the error. What was the error here? I go to the session log and see the error. Cannot insert null into the column CID. Insert fails. Okay, I think I have set the wrong in the designer. I set the wrong thing. Okay, arrange all. CID. Okay, let me map with this CID here. Go ahead and map it here. Okay, Control S, and again change the workflow also. Save it if it has been altered already, and restart the task. Okay, you can see that all the rows has been inserted into the target insert, but no rows has been applied. So let me check in the back end. Okay, see, you can see this, all the records has been inserted already here, whatever the. So let me insert one more record and modify that. Okay, 1008 and okay, and one more thing, let me change the existing one. Okay, and this 2333. Okay, okay, let me check in the source. So we can see that this is records has been changed here, and one record has been inserted. So if we rerun the task, let me see what will happen. That should insert only one record and update the two records. See, you can see here the one record has been inserted and two records has been updated. Okay, see, this is what records has been updated. Okay, thank you for watching. The next demo I'll show you how to use dynamic lookup.